We are happy to welcome back our great friend, our first ever guest and bald brother, TNT NBA analyst Charles Wade Barkley, sitting next to Wilbon. Let us start with this. Scottie Pippen thinks that LeBron is missing something that Michael had and Kobe had. Do you think that too, Charles?
Well, Tony, I don't want to dump on LeBron because LeBron's amazing and great. Does he have, would he kill his children to win a game? No. Kobe and Michael would kill their kids to win a game. But LeBron's amazing. But I don't like to put that situation where you have to bring down another great player to make a point.
We're going to stay with LeBron for a second, Charles. I think we're in the same position on this all season. They're going to make the playoffs, and I thought they could get to the Western Conference Finals if healthy. But I'm starting to get a little worried now, Charles, with some of these games they've been losing and what's been going on in L.A. Do you think they can still even make the playoffs right now?
I do not. I think I think Magic Johnson dropped the ball by letting all that speculation become so public and not speaking to his team or meeting with them sooner. I think the uncertainty with Luke Walton is playing in everybody's mind. I think all those distractions will be the end of the Lakers making the playoffs.
That would be, you know what?
Man.
That would be the biggest story in the NBA. If LeBron James, after 8 straight finals, Chuck, did not make the playoffs after going to a glamorous place like L.A. Wouldn't that be the biggest story?
Well, I think the biggest story is, can anybody get the Warriors in a competition? I mean, Tony, I'm scratching my head trying to find out, can anybody give them any trouble in a 7-game series? I tell you what, though, keep your eye on the Portland Trailblazers. I love the addition of Rodney Hood and now Enes Kanter. I think that's my only goal, to give somebody some competition for the Golden State Warriors. That's my only goal right now.
Now, let me go back to the man you alluded to, Anthony Davis. He scored 3 points the last time he walked out on the court. The Pelicans host the Thunder tonight on TNT. Does he owe the NBA a max effort tonight?
Well, Tony, I said last week it was going to be very interesting watching the Pelicans for the rest of the season. Most guys get hurt when they're just going through the motions. Clearly, Anthony Davis does not want to be there. He's worried about his future. The Pelicans are not trying to win, which compounds the whole scenario. It's an embarrassment for the NBA, and it's going to be an embarrassment for the rest of the season because Anthony Davis cannot get hurt, and the Pelicans are not trying to win. I just feel bad for those fans in New Orleans. And anytime we got the Pelicans, it's not going to be a pretty picture.
Oh, okay. Let's ask about something that's a better picture. James Harden, as you know, because you guys have had him a lot of games with this streak of 30 points or more. But Charles, it was interesting. I had a little surprise, I guess, when he was chosen 7th for the All-Star draft. How do players look? I mean, everybody on the outside is looking and going, oh, my God, oh, my God. But how do players look at what Harden is doing?
Well, I think as a former player, you got to be impressed when a guy can go out there and get 30 a night, because it takes a great amount of energy and a great amount of effort. And he's incredible. But it would not be a lot of fun to play with him. I mean, it would not be a lot of fun. James is a great player, but he would not be a lot of fun to play with. What he's accomplishing, to get that many points every night, it takes great energy, effort, and passion. But, man, it would not be a lot of fun to play with him.
On the opposite end of the spectrum, Golden State, of course, with ball movement. But I'm looking about last night, and I know you've seen that clip. Why was Draymond Green assessed a flagrant foul? Do you understand that play?
Well, you know, you millennials ruin the NBA. Anytime somebody get kissed on the cheek hard, everything's a flagrant foul. I think, I think the refs were just trying to make sure nothing escalated. You know, we had already had the situation between Zach and Clay, right. And they just made a preemptive strike. And listen, it was really unfortunate. Listen, I've been kissed harder than that. That was not a flagrant foul. But it was. I just think it's funny, though, when I see Steve Kerr, who's the nicest guy in the world, fake like he's mad. That's what
Steve angry. That was a weird look.
Know, it was like, and we all know Steve. Steve would not hurt a flea. And to see him act like he's all out of it, I was just laughing the whole time.